Today I'll be focusing on making your offer on a property stand out in a competitive market. If you're looking at buying your first home, you probably know that the market can sometimes be tough and it can take time to find your ideal home. But don't worry, I'm here to give you actionable tips to give you that edge. Now, before we get into the detail of today's video, guys, here at DM, we know that buying your first home can be overwhelming, and that's why we've created these videos. They're packed with loads of guidance to boost your confidence and give you the essential knowledge that you need and help you to avoid common pitfalls. Now, whilst yes, we're here to provide you with these free resources, our value doesn't just end with these videos. We're also an experienced team of mortgage advisors that are experts at arranging mortgages and personal insurance from a wide range of lenders and insurers and from a choice of thousands of products. So if you find the content valuable, then I encourage you to take the next step and head to our website, which is dm.mortgage, and there you can book a video appointment with a member of our team. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's just one click, and hit the bell so that you don't miss out on future content. Now, the first tip to making your offer stand out is you need to understand the seller's motivation. So sellers have different reasons for putting their house on the market. Some might be looking for a quick sale due to job relocation, while others might be waiting for the best offer to come along. Your job is to find out what that seller wants. Now, this doesn't mean prying into their personal life, but rather gathering as much information as possible about their situation. So, for example, is there a specific completion date that they prefer? Are they looking for a hassle-free transaction? The more you know about this can help you to tailor your offer to meet their needs. And the more you meet their needs, obviously your offer is going to look more attractive. But remember on this point as well, guys, the goal isn't to invade the seller's privacy, but it is to understand their position well enough so that, like I say, you can make that offer stand out. Because the better you address their specific needs and concerns, the more likely they are to take your offer. So making your offer stand out does need a strategic approach, and that begins with understanding the seller's motivation. So whether it's a quick sale, whether it's the highest offer, a hassle-free transaction, or if they've got an emotional connection to the home, whatever it is, tailoring your offer to meet these needs can significantly increase your chances of success. Now, next, let's talk about financial preparedness, because if you're in a competitive market or if there's lots of people bidding on the same property, then being financially ready is a non-negotiable. So you need to make sure you've got your mortgage pre-approved and in your hand before you make an offer. In today's market, often demand does outstrip supply. So being financially prepared, it's not just often an advantage, it's a requirement in some cases. Some estate agents won't even let you come in and view a property unless you can demonstrate that you have been pre-approved by a bank. So before you start viewing, you need to get an agreement in principle, often referred to as a decision in principle as well, but it's super important. Why is it important? Well, because it gives a signal to sellers that you've got the backing of a bank or a building society or a lender to make a serious offer on their home, and they don't want time wasters. So it tells them that you're not just browsing, you are ready to buy. But it doesn't just stop there. Your deposit is another critical piece of the puzzle. So making sure that you've got your deposit readily available shows sellers again that you're not only serious, but you are prepared to move quickly. And the estate agent that's representing the seller, if there is an agent involved, and a lot of mortgage lenders as well, will usually want you to evidence that you've got your deposit available by showing a bank statement, for example, before proceeding any further. So remember, guys, when you're in a competitive market, time is of the essence. Now let's talk next about flexibility, particularly in terms of your offer. Because the reality is that the asking price of a property is often just the starting point. Are you in a position to offer more if it means getting that dream home? And no, this doesn't mean recklessly overspending, but what it does mean is carefully considering how much above the asking price you are willing to go within reason to make your offer stand out. Additionally, I would recommend considering other financial aspects that could make your offer more attractive. So for example, offering to cover certain costs could be a winner. So if you offered perhaps as an example to cover their solicitor fees, that could be a significant incentive for a seller that's looking to maximise their profit, but also minimise hassle. So it's these kinds of strategic financial decisions that can elevate your offer from one among many others and make sure that you get the house over the other people as well. And by showing sellers that you're financially ready and you're willing to work with them, that can significantly boost your chances of making your offer the most appealing if you're in a competitive market. As a viewer of this channel, I assume that you're considering purchasing a property in the near future. So it's important for you to know that DM Mortgages are an award-winning team of fully qualified mortgage brokers that provide advice to clients all over the UK. Now, we spend countless hours making free content for YouTube and other social media platforms to help to give you guys sound and useful information to make sure that you're in the best position to make informed decisions. To support this channel, when the time comes for you to consider your mortgage options, we want you to book a free online mortgage appointment with a member of our fully qualified mortgage advice team. Because without your help and support, keeping this channel going simply isn't possible. Now, we searched thousands of mortgage products from high street and specialist lenders to find the right deal for your circumstances. And we also provide a free will writing service to every DM client. So head over to dm.mortgage and book in for a free mortgage appointment when the time comes. And also make sure that you subscribe to this channel if you find the content useful. But for now, let's get back to the video. Now, a personal touch is the next thing I want to talk about, because again, the point of this video is to help your offer to stand out. And one effective way to do this is by adding a personal touch to your offer. Now, I'm not just talking here about a simple note. I mean crafting a thoughtful and personalised letter to the seller. It's your opportunity to communicate directly with the person or the people on the other side of the transaction to make them see that you're not just any buyer, but as their future caretaker of their home, because some sellers are very emotionally connected to their properties. So if you start your letter by introducing yourself, any family members who will be living with you, this can help the seller to picture who will be moving in and make your offer more relatable. Next, I'd suggest explaining why you fell in love with their home. So, was it the sunlit kitchen where you can imagine your family gathering together for meals? Or was it the spacious backyard that's perfect for your dog, for example? Or the cozy fireplace where you can see yourself reading on winter nights? Be specific, because this will show the seller that you've genuinely connected with their home and that you see its value beyond just its price tag. Moreover, share a bit about why their house is the perfect fit for you and your family. So perhaps it's located in the ideal school district, or it's perfect size to accommodate your growing family. Maybe it's near the workplace, cutting down your commute and giving you more time to spend at home. Whatever the reason, make it clear that you're not just looking for any house, you're looking for this house. But I also want to mention, whilst it's important to be heartfelt, remember to keep your letter professional and respectful if you do go down this route. Avoid oversharing personal details and making it overly emotional or an overly emotional plea. That's not the goal here. The goal is not to elicit sympathy, but it's to create a genuine connection with the seller and show them why you would be the right choice to take care of their home. Now, next, I want to talk about flexibility and contingencies. So in a competitive market, you've got to remember that sellers prefer offers with fewer hurdles. So this means that by being flexible with your moving date, for example, to accommodate the seller's timeline, that can make you more favourable. So carefully consider what contingencies, if any, to include in your offer. Yes, it's important to protect yourself with surveys and financing contingencies, but avoid unnecessary ones that could make your offer less attractive. By being flexible, guys, and by being reasonable with any contingencies, it can significantly influence a seller's decision, especially in a competitive market. And when I'm talking about flexibility, I'm referring to things like your ability to adapt to the seller's needs, specifically with the move-in date. So sellers might have specific timelines that they're working to, perhaps because they're buying another home or relocating for a job, any number of reasons. But if you can offer a move-in date that perfectly aligns with their schedule, then your offer instantly becomes more appealing. So for example, if the seller needs a few extra weeks to move out, offering them that time without additional cost could make your offer stand out. And when we're talking about contingencies, so these are conditions that you put in place that must be met for the sale to proceed. So common contingencies can include things like surveys and financing. So while it's critical, yes, to protect your interests, because it is a significant financial investment, I respect that, and I'm sure the seller respects that, especially if you're a first-time buyer. But I think it's really important here just to strike a balance, because if you're dealing with a seller that's got multiple offers on the table, they're likely to go with the one that's got the fewest obstacles. And this doesn't mean that you should necessarily waive all contingencies, because that could put you at significant risk in other areas. But it does mean just focus on what is truly essential. So in summary, making your offer stand out is a blend of understanding the seller's motivation, being financially prepared, strategically tailoring your offer to meet the seller's needs. If you can tick all those boxes, not only will you increase your chances of having an offer accepted, but you'll also show that you're a thoughtful and a serious buyer, which can go a very long way in negotiations. So follow these tips, and by doing that, you'll increase your chances of making a successful offer on your dream home. And remember that at DM Mortgages, we are here to help you navigate the mortgage process and get you the best possible deal. And our expertise doesn't just end with these videos, guys. We're a team of very experienced mortgage advisors, and we excel at arranging mortgages and personal insurance. So if you find our content valuable, we encourage you to take the next step. Head over to the website, which is dm.mortgage, and there you can book a video appointment with a member of our team to get you onto the property ladder. Thanks for watching, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.